is there any originating cause verifiable and certifiable while you're here? No. Is there any certifiable and verifiable originating cause of action why any of yous are here?
To investigate.
Yeah, but no, that's not certified or verified. Do you know what certified or verified means? It means in an affidavit you have a solicitor certifies it, and the person making the originating statement can verify it with evidence of substance. Do you have any evidence of substance while you're all here?
So we received notifications.
Yeah, but that's a claim.
So under Section 34 of the Children and Young People Safety Act,
Yes.
any concerns that we believe could be posing a risk to the child.
Belief? Is that a belief or a claim?
Yeah, that's why we get to
A
investigate.
claim. Okay, so if you don't have any certifiable by solicitor and verifiable, that means a cause of action which allows you to come here and investigate, which means Donna's harmed somebody, which Donna hasn't harmed anybody, because you got no person that will stand in court with witness testimony to say why you're here. So you're all here based on a claim without any substance. Do you have any sworn testimony to say why you're here that Donna's caused harm or Donna's daughter's caused harm? No, that's notifications. Notification is not testimony.
You're not actually required to be here for this conversation.
Well, you're on my property. You're on my property. You're trespassing with it. Yes, you are. Listen, you're all allegiance to the Queen of Australia, which no one has a contract in the public under seal of. You all got a contract under your private seal with the private political parties, and the public don't have it. Right, so that's what's called treason. If you've sworn allegiance to the Queen of Australia, what does that mean? Like, don't you guys actually think, like, what's going on here?
I guess, Peter,
Queen of Australia?
you have all these avenues afterwards to complain.
I've run this in court, and we've run it with juries, and the juries have charged the judges and stuff, but there's no...
Listen to me talk, because ultimately you can complain after, but at the moment
No, we're not
today,
complaining.
We're
trying to establish why you're
We're trying to work out where is your certifiable and verifiable cause of
You're
action.
not understanding the
So
law.
basically, you've come around
I don't even know
to
who you are.
intimidate. Look how many of you are to intimidate Donna without any statement of claim or verifiable. Where is the verifiable claims place?
What's your name, mate?
You know my name. You come to my property. You know my name, all right? You know my name. You came to my property. My name's Peter Horton.
My name's Simon. How are you, Peter?
Simon, what's your last name?
Smithies. How are you going?
Simon Smithies.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
How are you? Mate, we are here. We're working with GCP
Yeah,
today.
but you don't have any verifiable or certifiable cause of action.
They do. So,
Where? No, they don't. Show us the
what
testimony.
we're going to do is...
Show us the
I'll
testimony.
let these members...
Show us the testimony.
And they're going to go through and enact under their...
Donna, don't answer any questions until they show you certifiable and verifiable cause of action while they're here, because they're here for basically claims.
They're not. They're
No.
authority, mate.
Well, what happened to me is I actually rang up the Flinders Medical Centre about what happened to me, and then freaked me out. I was just to get the correct spelling of a name of a doctor. What happens? The computer system sends a thing to the mental health up here, and they come here.
Yeah, that's fine.
But they had nothing, and they straight away know that the computer system's running your programming.
That's okay, mate.
Hey, excuse me, you have no authority to come in here, please.
We do, mate.
What for? What, you got a warrant?
Yeah, we do.
Can I have a warrant, please?
There's several warrants, bro. Here under the Act.
Okay, can I have a copy of the warrant, please?
No, we're not here under a warrant. Here under the Act.
Can I have a copy of the warrant, please?
Listen, come over here and I'll talk to you about that.
No, I won't be coming over here because I don't follow orders. I haven't done anything wrong.
We're trying to cooperate here.
No, but you're not bringing... You think about it. If I come to your place and make you a claim to you, right, a claim without any substance,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say that's like terrorism?
No.
So I could come around to your home and say to you, you did this and you did this with 20 people, or 10, how many you got here? All these gangsters with guns and that, and say, right, oh, you done this because we claimed you've done it and there's no witness testimony.
We've got some police officers here.
Where's the testimony?
They're acting...
Where's
in
the
their lawful
testimony? No, where's the testimony? What, Queen of Australia? Total election fraud done by Grant Stevens.
How big is this property? How big is it?
Well, what do you want to know that for?
I'm just interested.
Why? You're working for... You're a criminal. Absolute, you are a criminal.
Okay.
Well, do you have an allegiance to the Queen of Australia? Do you have allegiance to the Queen of Australia?
There you go, mate. You're right.
Yeah, we want to know if you've got an allegiance to the Queen of Australia. Well, that's fraud. Because the electorate does not have a contract under seal with Queen of Australia.
Okay, that's lovely.
So, what it means, are you actually interested in the facts, eh? What it means, yeah, I know, and that's what they've done to you. And you know what, what's happened is, in 1973, Gough Whitlam bought in Queen of Australia. So that's a corporate entity. That's a corporate entity registered in Washington, D.C. So you can't vote. Do you have shares in the Australian government?
Do I have shares? I'm not sure.
Corporation. Well, when you have shares in a corporation, you get notices, like monthly, quarterly update saying this is how your shares are going. This is what you're doing. Do you want us to do this? Do you want to do that? Well, if you don't have any shares in it, because the political parties are the only shareholders telling you what to do. Now, if you look at the South Australian Constitution, the legal tender of the Commonwealth is a pound. If the judges aren't getting paid under the salary of the pound, and the Decimal Point Currency Act of the 14th of February 1965 is signed held to housing, how are all the people in prison?
Okay, well that sort of makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, but why aren't you looking at it and use of the detectives?
Yeah.
Why do I got to investigate it?
Yeah, it must seem a bit unfair, really, that you have to look into.
Yeah. Do you want to see a document from a police prosecutor?
Well, you can tell me about it.
I can give you a copy.
To see it. I don't.
Yeah. See, that's what you do. You refuse to read. You know. You refuse to read. Yeah, that's my house.
Yeah.
That's my personal house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're allowed to go in.
Well, I have medicine and stuff in there. What happened last time? What happened? No, I can't. But this is my own private dwelling. You know, what happened last time? You can forgive me. Ring Grant Stevens right now and say, did you guys enter my building, steal my medicine?
Come and talk to me about it.
No, steal my medicine, right? No, but you stole my insulin last time and denied me to have insulin for 24 hours, and then two PhDs. I have 4 injections a day. And when you came here last time, your mental health crazy people stole my medicine, and then because it was organic, the hospital didn't have it.
Just come and talk to me about
No,
it.
no, I don't want. No, I've got no contract with you guys. I've got no contract with you guys. Is it sorry?
To Karen.
What? No, I don't. Well, I've been here all day. I work here. I run a landfill business here.
Interested in your medicine, we're interested in the car is
We
here.
just want to make
Oh, Dakar? No. I swear under oath, Dakara's not here. This is my bedroom and my place.
Okay, so where is the Karen now?
I have been here all day. I have not left here.
But she kind of resides on this residence, yeah, with you guys generally.
No.
Now, so where does she normally reside?
Well, at the address where she's registered to, but she doesn't live here. She comes here. She comes here.
It's just to make sure that she's okay.
Of course she's okay. Do you know how many people in our community deal with Takar? Just write this down. I can get 20 people to sign a witness sworn affidavit today. How about if I get a sworn testimony affidavit? Yeah, ring her up on the phone.
Yeah, if we could talk
If we could do, that would be
that'd be
nice.
great.
Well, I can get
That's a
Right.
starting.
And we're going to put all this on YouTube that you guys are coming here for this rubbish. This is insane. Why are you doing this to the public?
Because ultimately we
No, because you're following orders that aren't correct. Right? Do you have an allegiance? Do you have a contract under seal with the Kangaroo and the Emu, the private political parties corporation? Yes, you do. We don't. No, we don't. We don't have a contract with you. We don't have a contract with you. And if you have a look what Jay Haynes said in whatever that case was, it says use those creatures of statute. Do you know what that means? You're creatures of statute. Now, why don't you all get up and get together and make it good? Because I've begged Bochner, Kourikos, Lovell, all of those Supreme Court judges to say to them, righto, which one of you guys are going to stand up and do the right thing by the people, because you're a private military force of the private political parties corporation. That's what you are. Of a seal not held to land, it's held to housing. Do you want to see it? No. Yeah, you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it, do you? You don't want to see the truth. You don't want to see the truth. Why don't you want to see the truth? We can't trust you. You're not trustworthy. You're not trustworthy, though. No, but we want to trust you. No, but we want to trust you, but you're not trustworthy. Right? None of you.
We're here for a reason, but explain the reason.
That's not good enough. There's no certifiable or verifiable. Where's your evidence? This legislation is a statute. It's not. You're harming people. You've all harmed us today. You what? She's here? No. What?
Is that
Anyway.
Laura?
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, Mate, what are you doing?
I work here. I live here. I run a landfill operation. How do you think all this dirt comes around here?
If I got my friend to drop her here to see it, you can't see it.
Yeah.
Just see it.
No, you guys are criminals.
I'll bring her here.
You don't have any seal attached to the land.
Here in how soon can she be here? And of course she can be here inside.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So the 7 Legislative Assembly members have signed in decimal point currency held to housing.
Okay.
So your seals are held to housing. So when people drive along on the land, you can't issue fines in decimal point currency or convict people, can you?
Not here to do that, Peter.
Well, why are you here? Or you can't even come here. Are you accepting decimal point currency of a private corporation? Yeah, you are.
We're not here for that, mate.
What are you here for? Where's your originating verifiable cause of action? No. Well, explain to me once again, where is your certifiable and verifiable cause of action? Where is it?
No, you don't have
Because at the moment you're a terrorist.
Yeah. No, just come over.
And I'm sorry, because you really sound like you want to know.
Yeah, I do want to know.
Yeah. Well, when are you going to come to our meetings then?
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about it.
Well, you come here at 1 o'clock on every Sunday, and you'll just meet the people.
Yeah.
And you also hear mothers testify about babies being stolen.
That's what I want to know as well.
What's the mental health? You said concerning with my mental health, you opened
Yeah.
up to that. Please explain.
They're not saying that, I said.
No, they're all just claims by people without any education.
Yeah, well, you said it when you walked in. You
Yeah.
said, oh, we're concerned
Yeah.
with mental health and we're concerned with this.
No,
I
Donna's
said-
got a lot of friends, and
I
we'll all
said,
confirm that there's not a problem with it.
I said,
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
is it just because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't registered her in school? And you go, oh, no, it's mental health as well. And I'm like, oh, here we go.
So is that something that's like,
I'm a mental health nurse for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, it
I'm
changes
sure
now,
I'm
doesn't it?
sorry.
Yeah, we got a few of them. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I
So
am.
you
Yeah.
understand that we just got to like.
So, yeah, I know. That's
No.
why I'll get it brought here, because you've been given all the wrong information. You've got the wrong address.
And
Okay.
reading people
Number
up.
one, you're on the wrong address. Not even the right address, guys. Sorry to blow.
Oh, by the way,
All the wrong address, and we're just around the corner because I work between.
yeah, because you know, like I've been in
I
this.
want to understand those things.
No, but
because we
look at
don't-
yourself. You
No.
haven't even got the right address. So
Yeah,
how
no,
much,
not
how
even
much
having
do you reckon the rest of the information is bullshit?
So maybe you could tell us what the rest of the incorrect information is. Because
I've just told you. You're all here, and you're actually, you know.
No, you know what? Don't tell them because they'll just go uninvited. If they're stupid enough to not work it out when it's so in your face.
They just want to.
you must understand, like, people sometimes forget.
No, that's why she left. That's why she left, because she knows you're nuts.
I can't complete the cycle. That's why I did.
Yeah.
Leave. I can't. How can I
Yeah.
do what you're doing?
Otherwise, we're going to start.
I guess,
Actually, can you write down everyone's name for me, please?
and your name included? No, you
Fucking bad criminals. There you go. So this is a document with Holmes. No, it's yours here.
No, I don't know.
No, you can touch it. No, it's yours. That's Michael Holmes and Greg Charlton. They're full-blown criminals.
Okay.
Now they're concealing pedophilia. They're concealing everything, and you're part of it.
Yeah.
So it explains it all in there. Right now, I've got another 3 of those documents
Did you
on
make
me.
this up?
That's I do court work.
Okay.
I've represented in the Supreme Court many times.
Dirty deeds done dirty.
Yeah, come and steal my insulin because I criminally charged Vicky Chapman. Why is Vicky Chapman a Freemason? Why is the district court named after a Freemason secret society?
Yeah.
We got a Sir Samuel A building,
Yeah.
the district court building housing the Supreme Court office and the sheriff's office, and Sir Samuel A had an oath of heal, conceal and never reveal, or I'll have my tongue torn out, my throat cut and buried on the low tide where the water ebbs and flows every 24 hours. Now they're our judicial officers. So if every judicial officer has that oath in there,
I can't read this right at the moment. Like,
no, it's yours. It's a gift. No, you take it with you.
Okay.
That's yours. No, I'll make thousands of those copies and give them to everyone. Yeah, because you're full-blown criminals.
So for now, I'll just put it down.
No, you take it with you. No, you
I'm not
take.
holding it.
Well, you don't. Yeah, but you'll leave it here, and I'll film it and see, because we'll know if you're dirty if you leave it here. All right?
Arrested. Your colleague should be arrested in.
Yeah. It's really bad what you're doing to society, eh? And see, what's happened here is all the decent people have gotten together and worked out that our courageous police are order following for money.
Yeah.
So we've had enough. Yeah, and there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. And if you can see what happened, see Trump dissolved all the corporations in America.
Yeah.
So is Queen of Australia registered in Washington DC? Yes. So if that corporation has been crashed, where's the law in this country?
Yeah.
What about Lesk versus the Commonwealth that says the money's got no head of power?
Yeah.
That's a high court decision. Les, you want to see it? I've got it inside there.
No, that's okay. I'll read that one first. I'll
All
take
right,
that one.
yeah, no worries. Have you got a card where I can contact you in email and I'll give you all the information?
Not on me, no.
Have you got an email contact address?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love that if you could give that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would really love that, and I'd love it if you actually did the right thing. But I know what you're up against, because I've had discussions with other officers simply saying to me, "Peter, we'll get killed if we do everything."
No one else will do it for me. What was yours?
Yeah, hey, why is that? Why I get police officers that I deal with, and they say to me, "Peter, you're right," but one would say, "There's not enough of yous," and the other ones would say, "We'll get killed." But we've got wages, we've got our families and that. Because you're in a corporate business and you don't know. It's a private business owned by a private political party, and you don't have shares in there, but you've got a contract under seal, right? You've got a contract under seal with the private political parties, but none of us do. So why is the district court in town named after a secret society Freemason? You might want to put, isn't that mental health stuff?
What's that?
Well, you see our district court building in town.
Yeah.
So that's called the Sir Samuel Way building, right?
Yeah.
So who's Sir Samuel Way?
I don't know.
Well, no, well, it's...
I don't know his story.
Well, he's a secret society Freemason. They've got a building on North Terrace. It's huge. It was built in 1926.
Right.
So if the building's named after a secret society Freemason, and the district court houses the Supreme Court inside that Masonic occultic court, district court, and the sheriff's officers in there,
Think they got a good deal in real estate?
I think that the public's going to turn on you guys like you'll never know, and you'll have to shoot us all. That's what I think you'll have to do.
Why is that?
Because we don't trust you.
Why not?
Didn't you just hear what I said? We've got a Masonic lodge, occultic. No, they named that in 1982. That was Bob Hawke did it. So was Bob Hawke a dual citizen of Israel? Yes, he was. Well, we already know. I've run court cases with it. We've run the evidence. Yeah, because you're belligerent.
Because I'm belligerent.
Yeah.
I've never met the man.
No, because you're not looking at the evidence that I'm giving you. You're shying away from it. I'm giving you testimony and you're just shying it away, and that's what you all do.
Testimony, or is this just a claim that you?
Well, hey, would you like? I'll serve you absolute affidavit material. Yeah, not at the moment. We don't. It's filth. There you go. Just you can have the sheriff's copy.
So what's this?
Have a look at it. That's got all the same treason in it as the one I gave to. Do you want grants?
What is it?
Do you want grants? Well, it's my testimony.
To look at it.
It's a sworn affidavit of the crimes you've committed.
I personally have committed.
Well, yes. Yeah, and there's 12 witness statements to it.
And what crime have I committed?
Well, read it. I'll just take your badge number and I'll serve you a prejudicial affidavit, and it'll be a, what was your name?
I've provided my details to Donna.
Is that your last name there? Because criminals hide their identity, don't they? Do criminals hide their identity?
Sorry?
The criminals hide their identity.
Sometimes, I guess.
Why do all the police do it? I know there's a few here that haven't, but they all do it, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, you know why? Because you've got no insurance.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because you're in that corporate, under that corporate seal, but you don't realise what's about to happen worldwide. You know, Well, you'll have to work it out yourself because you don't even want to pay attention that you've got a foreign allegiance to a foreign government of political subdivision. Do you know what that means?
No, I'm not sure what that means.
A foreign government of political subdivision.
Right. No, I'm not sure.
It means a foreign government divided off the political parties that's foreign to us.
Right.
Outside of referendum consent.
Yeah. I think I follow.
Yeah. Well, if it's outside of referendum consent, is that treason? Is that going against the will of the people? See what I mean?
Is this the smallest and broadest?
Oh my God! Say that again. If it's outside referendum consent, is that lawful?
Not sure.
Oh my God! This one's smiling too. Hey, what do you reckon?
To be honest, I just can't
No
even ask
idea.
for that conversation.
Big
I don't
word.
know.
Well,
You guys are the experts.
we voted
You're one of the days of the
63%.
gun.
No, in 1990. Hang on. In 1999,
For who?
and it's in that document that you got there.
Tell me, you tell me.
In that document that I gave you, you have a look at it. In 1999, right? Yeah, you have a look at the referendum document in there. In 1999, we voted 63% against what you're doing to us now. 63. Now, would 37 be a landslide win in any political journey? Oh, it's a wipeout. But you're running the 37%. So is that treason?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Is that working against the will of the people? No, but is 37? If you're working for the 37%, is that working against the will of the people? Sorry.
Is she here?
No, I think she's on it.
Anyway, no offence, mate. We just want the hero police to work for us.
Absolutely.
All right. So we get what you're doing.
No, they're worried because she's missed some appointments at the main hospital.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to send
I know,
all
it's
these
over
people
the
down
top.
here.
It's
It's
over
over
the
the
top,
kill,
mate.
right? So.
And she's already linked in with 2 other
you're
GPs
served.
since then.
You're
Beautiful.
served.
Serve him.
You're served.
Serve him.
There you go.
I'm not taking that. Thanks, Brett. I'm not
You have
taking
See
that.
what I mean? And the reason I did this is to show how much of a criminal you are.
Okay, thanks,
Yep,
Peter.
you are a full-blown criminal.
Thanks.
You,
What-
yeah.
what-
So,
what GP was it?
hang on.
Don't
If
talk
we've,
across that conversation.
sorry,
Around here.
sorry.
No, not you, Peter. I'm talking to you.
Yeah. So.
Come over here, Brett.
Okay. Yeah. No,
You
worries.
dropped your paperwork.
Yeah, that's right.
I've got it.
Yeah, just hang on to that, right? So I just want to know if you're working for the 37% that agreed for what you're doing.
So what is this exactly?
Well, that shows you all the referendum consent and stuff that you're ripping us off with.
Show me what you're doing.
Yeah, you read it.
So what is this?
So yeah. This is like it's a sworn testimonial affidavit. We worked out how to do prejudicial affidavit. So what it means is if I serve that on you, that's got 12 people's juries signed off on it.
And so this is
Don't worry, I worked out how to form a common law court here because you got statute courts there, and we're not dealing with Freemasonry courts anymore.
okay. Right.
So, huh? Oh, sorry. And we want you to come. We need you to come, but we can't. You've got to read the material.
Because the whole thing is like this is a lot.
Yeah, no, it's not.
What's the most important thing
You only have to read the 9 pages, and that refers you to the facts.
Yeah.
So if I
this
serve
is
it-
all the evidence. Isn't it?
Yes,
This
that's the
first bit.
testimony,
Yeah.
and that's the annexed evidence that you cannot get out of.
And what's the most important message? Like I'm trying to understand it, right? Because I don't know. So what's the most
Yeah,
important?
but the answers that you've given me really worry me.
Yeah, do they?
But yeah.
In what way?
Well, because you try and shield with typical detective, and I've worked with numerous,
Yeah. Okay.
right? So just the way you do it, and you're not willing to look at like, let's see what you're worth. Come 1 o'clock on Sunday.
1
It's
o'clock
at
on
the
Sunday.
next meeting, isn't
The
it?
next meeting.
So what happens at the meetings?
We discuss all the political crimes,
Right. Okay.
and we have people from everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't you know the COVID's the biggest, fattest lie out?
Yeah.
So,
That is an opinion, isn't it?
No, but you okay? So what about if 70 police officers in New South Wales, and I can give you? Do you want the Commissioner of Police's document? I served them because I'm about to serve him a default notice.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because he's a dirty rat liar, and you can tell Grant he is a dirty rat liar, and we've got plenty of testimony on him and his dirty deeds. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you won't
You're saying
investigate
that,
it.
David?
But you won't investigate that,
So
will you?
you're saying something
But if I gave you witness testimony against Grant Stevens, would you do anything about it? And Stephen Marshall?
witness against what? Like what's your?
No, but I'm just asking you, if we gave you witness testimony to crimes committed and concealed by
Grant Stevens.
Grant Stevens and Marshall,
Yeah.
would you act on it?
Well, it depends what it is. What would I be investigating?
they'd be of serious crimes against humanity.
And what sort of crimes would they be?
Well, I'm just asking. We just want to know what if you would, yes or no first.
Yeah, it's pretty
No.
I can't
Or if it's written in affidavit material with
Serious crimes
evidence.
against humanity, you got to think about it.
Yeah.
You, have to
You just
think
say
about
yes.
it.
Yeah. You just say yeah if there's fact there. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
You're a police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
The first thing we do when we get investigations.
No, read the affidavit material. Yeah, read. Yeah, well, they go to the front 9 pages, and then you work out what's
You
happening.
know what I think?
Everywhere it says annexure,
Yeah.
you just go annexure. Hey,
Like,
brother.
what's
Hey,
the short version?
hey, hey.
Is there an abridged version?
Yeah, like give
It's a
me
lot of paperwork.
like,
You can't read
Stop
9
this up
pages.
in,
You
like,
hang on, you only have to read one line where the annexures are.
Yeah.
There's only one line there. Yeah.
She wants to read something in a couple of sentences.
Now, what's the
It's got
most,
too many
what's
words.
the biggest crime against humanity that you think? Like, what's the biggest one?
Private political party tricking everybody voting for a corporation we don't have shares in there, operating out of the Parliament House, which is the private political party corporation.
Yeah.
Like when our farmers went down there, 5,000 of them there was,
Yeah.
what did they get met with? 150 blokes with freaking machine guns
Right. Down where? Which one are you talking
at
about?
the Parliament House in Canberra.
Right.
Because it's not their Parliament House, is it? Our one's the old one.
Right.
That's held to the land. The new one's held to housing.
When was that?
It was about 2 years ago now.
2 years ago.
5,000. Oh, 2,000. I can't remember. 5 or 2,000.
That's a pretty big deal.
Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't put it on the news. It's not on the news. They went down there about the water getting cut off.
Yeah.
Because and what happened is one of the guys went in there. A guy I know from Victoria. They all went up there,
Yeah.
and they heard this singing going on in the Parliament House. He went in and said, "Can I have a look around in here?"
Yeah.
And when they went in, they heard this singing. He goes, "Who's singing down here?" He took them down there. There's freaking about 18 or 20 of them in a circle wearing these black robes singing Jerusalem, Jerusalem to 3 dudes in a black robe with a white tassel
Right.
with a red necklace.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, retards. What is it? Yeah, well, the Gough Whitlam, when he made corporate queen of Australia, he abolished that, but he didn't have any right to do it. It's not,
Abolish the death penalty.
yeah, for treason, because they were committing it. That's why he did it. He did it before then.
For treason or just a
Purely for treason. Not purely for treason for what they did. For being a traitor to the country.
Oh, it's just explaining
Because they were a traitor to the country. What's
I
that?
want to go to my house now and see where she lives to make sure it's an appropriate environment. Even though they're just here because
No,
they
that's
lost-
still a claim.
But even though they're here because they just like
But why are we complying with a claim?
I think I'm complying enough when she turns up.
No, just wait until she turns up. You know, you got no authority to look at where she lives. Well, what? Yeah, but what about if she comes in and says there's no harm, and you come into somebody's house, look through all their stuff, and go, "Oh yeah, we came here." All turns out to be bullshit. Have you invaded somebody's space and spat on their? Like you spat on them all.
I guess the whole thing is
No, you're evil.
It's
You are
mate,
evil.
we gotta-
No, you're evil. No, okay. Where is the certified and verifiable cause of action?
We don't need that to do this.
What are you talking about? Then so you're saying I don't need any verifiable cause of action to do something stupid?
What I'm saying is,
Because that's what you're doing.
yeah,
No, you won't try out talk me. I'm telling you with your stupidity.
I know that
You're stupid.
You're decided that.
No, I've decided that I read law.
Okay.
And I decided also that you represent the private political parties outside of referendum consent, which you're refusing to read those documents, right? Does that make you a belligerent fool? Why have you got that job? How have you got that job when you're not representing the 63% that voted the opposite of what you're doing? How have you got that job? How have you got that job?
Yeah.
How? How?
What do you think?
I think because you're doing it for money, to screw us all. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And that's why there's like dozens and dozens and dozens of us waking up, you know. You know, it's one big foul trick, you know. You're sending people into a Masonic Lodge court. There's 4 Masonic Freemasons in that courthouse up there. I go up to see the, what's her name, the lady in charge up there, and I can't remember her name. And she said, oh, you'll have to ask the parliamentary members why there's secret society of Masonic judges next door.
Yeah.
So you're concealing it.
Yeah.
Now you're concealing criminal activity after today. Yeah, you're concealing criminal activity after today because you said you didn't know, but now you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're concealing criminal activity.
I'm not sure I'm following you.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't because, I mean, a 5-year-old could follow it, you know. Hey, I can show you a guy that was bashed up with a steel bar around the corner here, and the cops didn't even come to get the evidence. By some junkie, and he just turned up to go to work.
Yeah.
Why don't they come around and pick up the evidence?
Well, I don't know that.
Yeah, you know what? Well, I'm telling you why.
Now they're
Because
saying
you
they
work.
want to see where she lives.
Because you work for the corporate private political parties.
Fine, isn't it? Well, who can come with me at least? They want to see where she lives. They're not going to leave now or leave us alone until they see where she lives, Pete.
It's just like we just need to see her. That's all. Then we get
Oh, you just need to see her? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they just want to see her, all
They
right?
want to see where she lives. No, that's not enough now.
Nah,
I want to see where she lives now.
No.
Yeah,
We're gonna put this on YouTube that you've done this, all right? I mean, it's really foul, isn't it?
So what I've done, let me just for YouTube. What I've done, I've just got my daughter and a friend on the phone. I've offered to bring my daughter over so they can see she's well. I've completely put all of their worries.
Yeah,
with
it's an
any
order.
medical stuff. With
Evil.
she's been to 2 GPs and alternate GPs that have done all the bloods with her. She's absolutely running fantastic. She's tall. She's healthy. She's.
Do you know the
better than
funniest
ever.
thing about, right? Hey, let me just say something to all of you guys, right? Because you're gonna, hey, excuse me, I need to tell you something about Takara. Do you want to know something about Takara? Right? You're that stupid, right? You could take one look on any computer and it'll tell you where she is. You're that stupid.
She's registered.
You're that stupid.
Look on bloody.
Look at what your bosses are telling you to do.
Idiots. Don't even have
What the hell? You've got to be. We're sitting here laughing, right? And you guys can get the address quicker than any of us. So go and type in your radio.
They haven't even looked at my driver's license.
Oh my God! Yeah, order followers! Order followers! Criminals! 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 You fucking criminals!
Get off the property now. I have to drive them all over to my house now.
No, you don't.
Let's all go.
Criminals! Fucking criminals! How dare you do this to our
Leave
society?
me alone unless I do.
How dare you do this to our people?
This is going to turn up.
You're all going to be famous tonight. You're all going to be.
Now tell her to come over here.
Tara's not coming here because that wasn't enough. They still wanted to go over to the house anyhow.
Let's just get it done.
Why? Why? Why?
Famous tonight, guys. You're going to be
So how many
everywhere
people are
tonight,
coming
mate.
over? Let's do a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
How many of you's going there?
8. And I've
Hey,
got
how many witnesses do we need at the house? How many witnesses do they need in the house to confirm it all? So, well, I'm sorry, mate. You know, like,
You need where?
like when you're going to go to the house, like, because I run a business there, right? And I've already had like this like, you're going to take all this to my, you're going to.
That's where we're going.
No, but that, excuse me, but that's my business there, all right? Where that house is,
We
okay?
don't want to interfere with your business.
Yeah, but how's that going to? I run a landfill operation over there. The public comes in.
Explain why we're here.
No, yeah, I know, but can you
under the
just?
Child Protection
Yeah, but
Act.
can you park out the front and send us them
And
in?
you won't give us a chance to explain any further.
What?
Right.
No, you haven't shown any certified or verifiable cause of action.
Explain, these
No,
these
no,
women are here from the Child Protection.
no.
Explained everything over and over again.
What? She's not here. Excuse me. She's not here. Go, follow. Donna's going there. To the house. There's 20 acres over the other side there. It's where her license is. Oh, here, I'll get it open for you. Yeah, that's just yeah. That's that's Jim's personal place. He stays here sometimes. Yeah, just come in.
We're looking for
She's taking it.
She's taking it there. So now you're illegally searching.
She's taking her walk.
She's going over to the 20 acres where her license is. We've been trying to tell you.
You've not been trying to tell us that.
Look, what's her license number?
That's where she's on the phone.
You go to her house, it's on her license. Go to her house, it's on her license. Why aren't you at a proper house? Go to the house, what's on her license? Fucking dickheads, mate. Right, seriously.
Go on, go.
Go to the address where her license is. How fucking stupid are you? You didn't check her license. This is my house. No, why? Look what you've done to my business.
I'm not yelling at you, okay?
Oi,
Get lost, you honestly. Get out of our public office. You get out of our public office. Get out of our public office. Get out of our public office. No, they're going over the house now where Takara is. They don't live here. They only come here every couple of times a week.
so you just want to search the property?
Yeah,
That's why you're here.
yeah.
You don't want to look for her. You just want to search this property.
We're already prepared for this, so there's nothing here.
Or did you check under the bed, love?
Didn't you go with Donna? She's gone over to where her license is.
So you're not here for her, are you? You're here for us.
Yeah, she's not here. We feel sorry for you. We'll pray for you.
Oi, Rhymes.
We'll pray for you. You're very sad what you're doing. We're going to prosecute every one of yous. You won't get away with it. You're criminals.
Make sure we get all their names.
Yeah, you got all their names before. Are you going to come to the meeting or are you going to back away?
I'm working on Sunday.
Oh, what about Saturday? I'll make a special time for you to come and see the truth.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, what time would you be here? I'll make sure I'm here.
Don't know yet.
So you're a criminal. Fuck, you've got family and everything, children here. God help your soul. And a lady I thought we could respect, we can't even respect you.
Every single platform you're going to be on. Especially this one.
Hey. Hey, just want to. Hey.
She thinks you get
Sorry. I would have just got out of the way. Watch out. Hope she does,
Facebook, all of it.
Everything's getting videoed. We've arrived now. Everyone's arrived. It's not as though it's unsettling for Takara. Of course, she's going to feel anxious. Can you go out, please, as well? Oh, sure. I know it only takes one person to. I mean, it's lovely. It's just ridiculous.
So, do you want to check anything else?
Is there other rooms in here?
And fridge?
Oh, yeah, have a look at the fridge. Yeah, come on, have a look at the fridge.
The fridge?
Yeah, that's golden. Oh, come on, please have a look at the fridge.
Fridge?
There you go. Have a look at the fridge. Come on, take photos of the fridge.
What's so special about the fridge?
Yeah, I know, because I'm a mental health nurse. I know what it is. There you go. Have a look at that. Oh, she's
Okay.
so hard done by.
Actually,
It's part of the investigation.
Oh, I
about
know.
like the fizzy drinks.
Yeah, she's
have
like
them
that's the worst thing she would ever even know.
I don't know. Alright.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
out you go
okay.
now. Thanks a lot for bothering me. Disgusting. Get all out, please.
Can you look at the dog?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't like you, does she? Good girl, sweetheart.
Okay. Do you want me to hold it?
Come on, love. Come here. Come on, sweetheart. Yeah, you can. Come on, doll. Come on. Good, out we go. Bye, everyone.
What? Why is
Wait.
it done?
Well, it's just terrible coming over and doing this. I don't like it at all. They wouldn't lay up straight with me. They kept jumping from topic to topic.
Still going to Cara.
I'm actually homeschooled, but
Yeah.
it's pretty fun.
Yeah, enjoying it?
Yes.
Yeah. More animals besides these?
Yeah, we also have birds and stuff.
Come on, that's enough. That's enough now. Thank you.
enough?
Yeah, that's enough. Surely. They're still asking a question. Grilling Takara now.
That's Louis.
Come on. I know, it's never ending. They've been all through my house. They've been all through the house, to every room. Oh, just go. Let her alone. I know.
If you interrupt, it just takes longer.
And look at her, look at her.
You're disgusting.
Look how healthy she is. And like, I mean, yeah, that's why 9 people.
Instead of like full tilt,
Yeah.
full tilt military.
Yeah, actually, and I do answer private calls too. Yeah.
Is that Louis? Hello, Louis.
Look how they make friends with them, isn't it sweet? Yeah, they rip people's babies and children out of their arms, screaming. Who knows what they're doing? Is there anyone walking around my house or no? Okay, thanks for that. Just checking.
What's his name?
Louis.
Yeah, hello. You look cute, yeah.
You never think it would you, that they'd be ripping the babies from people's arms.
What's that?
I said you'd never be thinking how lovely you are to the puppy, that your job is ripping babies from people's arms and taking children, and that it's amazing how you can still be kind.
So again, I think we're jumping the gun.
Yeah, I'm just warning her. The system's going to go to a bank. If I write an affidavit, I don't invest the time and stuff.
What was your name again? Hannah. Hannah Clark. She's a police one. Oh, she's a police one.
And would it be defamation or could it be true? And when
It's
anybody-
terrible. Yeah, wow. Without even a phone call. Yeah. Terrible. I hope that I hope today we prevented an unfair removal, to tell you the truth. You know what? Today, Peter, I hope today we actually prevented an unfair removal that could have well gone down. They could have come here and just taken her.
Imagine the backlash.
Honestly. And we've still got the chance for her to be removed. You can come back inside now, Takara.
Why did we have grown men in
Come back inside, Takara.
Just hang on a minute, Donna.
Oh, pardon? Can't I tell Takara to go back inside? I just can't tell Takara to go. I just got overruled with an instruction that I gave my daughter then for Takara to go back inside. Oh my goodness. Wow. Takara,
Hey, so Donna, so you rude a bit? So you were at mental health, but you don't anymore?
wow, here we go. I'm getting detained on this side now.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking you.
Oh, they're still here. Everyone's still here. Like there's still a potential of a removal. Oh my goodness.
So,
How are you going with your school?
Pretty good actually. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the interview.
What year are you?
I am in year 8, about to be year 8.
Okay.
Yeah, she's very smart. Smarter than you. About 100 times, actually.
Yeah, she can type
So, let's do an IQ test. No, let's do an IQ test. You know why this is so offensive to us? Because we all love Takara and there's nothing wrong here. It's bullshit. You know? Yeah.
We're not
And
saying
so,
it is.
and you know, I want to apologise for what we said to you about that, because we know you're cornered. You're cornered in a wages. That's all you're doing. You can't do this to us anymore. We've had enough.
I'm just living a normal.
No, you're not.
What I perceive to be a normal type lifestyle.
But you're
I respect anybody that wants to live how they want, as long as you know.
No, but why would you come? No, but you've knowingly come into my business over there, right? I turn over a month in Lonsdale. I'm known by everybody in Lonsdale in the landfill game. Not what they write on my mental health report, and I say, hey, I love my people, right? And that's why I got. So what happens when the courts are Freemasonry occultic courts? But you're sending your victims there.
You're above my head with all that.
No, but all right, I'm telling you, the Sir Samuel Way building is named after an occultic Freemason. Right, is that very hard for you to comprehend?
Yeah.
Mate, how are you a copper? How are you a copper? How are you a copper?
It's not above our comprehension.
It is above. You don't want to talk
It's-
about it.
It's your.
Okay, yeah, okay, I get it.
don't wanna get
Okay,
involved
okay,
behind
all right. Well,
discussions,
why don't you
yeah.
come? Why don't you come to our assembly every Sunday and then learn some things? What's going to happen to you? So you think you're working for your wages, but what's going to happen is when the currency crashes, and it will, all your super and that's all wiped out because that's already in under the.
He's helping himself.
There's some act that the Prime Minister put in place. So all of the superannuations are under one act, and people look into one act and they can't find it. But when you go into all the different ones, bang, you're losing your super, guaranteed. And if you have a look at,
Where does all your money go?
I spend it all on this, on community, building gardens and all that sort of stuff, because when the time comes,
Yeah, but when you're too old to work and stuff, where's your money coming from then?
well, did business.
They're doing the deliberation. So these are the two people that my life depends on now, whether Takara stays with me or not. These two girls chatting in the car.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
what my life depends
Oh,
on now,
goodness.
whether they're going to all remove my child or not.
It's not to be upsetting those guys.
These two girls deliberating. in
They're-
the car.
they're
One's got
criminals.
fake eyelashes.
No, they're criminals. Okay, 37 mothers have had their babies taken off them this month because they didn't make eye contact. But when was the baby taken? When the baby was collected to the placenta. Now, you want to take a good damn look at what's freaking going on here, mate. I'll tell you. The Child Protection Act is sick. How do you do that? How do you do that? I've got a highly educated woman in the team. She's had her baby taken off her not long ago. When the still tied to the placenta, they give it all the vaccines and all that crap. You know, we can't. You know, you're harming us. You've harmed me by being in my business here dressed in a uniform. Well, if you had a business here, would you like the police here? When look, everybody knows there's a criminal that's in this area. Heaps of them. Heaps of them. Heaps of them. So, you know, are you going to wait till what everybody turns on you? Because you all, you know, in Papua New Guinea, all you guys live in compounds, but you don't live in compounds here.
That's good, isn't it?
Where do you ride to? Oh, you've had up and down here. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like,
She's a great lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. There's a good cycle track that goes right past you. Right through.
Yeah, I haven't actually been on that one yet, but Adam, him, he's actually
You've
he's
never
got
been thinking how
very
lovely
many
you are.
Yeah, yeah.
That your job is
it's good if you've got something in the note.
Yeah. So just remember what good life you're taking her away from if you decide to take her away from today. All right. And you'll all be held personally responsible for that.
So again, I think we're jumping the gun.
Yeah, I'm just warning her. The system's going to go to a bang, and if I write an affidavit out on you, that's a timeless document.
What was your
It'll stand for the test of time. So when that goes on the internet, it'll say that you did this. And would it be defamation? No, because it'll be true. And when anybody doesn't...
Check on the welfare of Takara, that is what.
No, you came here without any... to intimidate. Without any...
You don't feel intimidated by the fact that we've come here to make sure
Actually, I hope today we prevented an unfair removal.
Oh, it's freaking sad. And
know
you...
what?
Are you a
Today,
mother?
Peter,
Huh?
I hope today we actually prevented an unfair removal. It could have well gone
Oh,
down. They could have come
imagine
in
the
and just taken
backlash. Imagine the backlash.
We're back at the house now with a homeowner. I'm not going to sign the GSW or going to do it.
Honestly.
Oh, that's a different job. Oh.
Probably another kid they're taking. You know how it is.
You can come back inside now.
didn't see a Reggie.
Why did we have grown men in our court crying 2 weeks ago?
Just hang on a minute, Donna. Thanks.
Oh, exactly.
Hey, mate, why did we have grown men crying in the house over there about 2 weekends ago? Well, I'm telling you, sobbing. I had water coming out my eyes because as soon as I seen them, I knew that they were real men.
Just want to grab an update from DC3.
Do you know why? Because there were 2 women in the room explaining what had happened to their babies and what happened in the police station, what had happened at Channel 9 and Channel 7, and that the Commissioner of Police had just concealed it, and they showed us the evidence. What does that mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, that's good to know.
Can I just
Still going. Yeah, she lets you do that. She's quite friendly. She's even nice to the dog.
Do you know what?
No, you're evil. You are evil. You are working for evil. You are working for evil. And you don't even know it. That's the problem. Recognise it. Well, you think you've got the right because someone else tells you can come to my businesses.
That's exactly right.
What a freaking... You must have gone to the worst education school anywhere on the planet.
She went to the best one. The
Even I can read that's coming out there. It's like, hey. Like, you can't go to anybody's place in force to somebody's business. What about my effect? Are you going to pay for the effect any of my customers that say to my other customers, say the cops keep coming here?
I reckon we'll just have to agree to disagree.
No, but are you? No, but did you harm me by coming to my business?
I reckon I'm going to change it.
No, did you harm me, right, by coming to my business? Yeah, you did. And I did nothing to you. I didn't do anything. I've never done anything to you or any of these people. Why don't you just make a phone call? Why spend 1, 2, 3, 4... How much do you guys get an hour? Even though I wouldn't do it for $1 million a year. Because you know what? When you have to think anyway, you might as well think big, right? Why think small when you can think big? Do you want to see the evidence? Yeah. Wouldn't be interested. No, I don't think you would either. Yeah, I don't think you care about humanity at all. You couldn't
care about the welfare of children, which is why.
Well, yes. Oh, right. Yeah. So do you think you've damaged Takara by putting her through this? Do you think this is necessary? Certainly not.
I explained everything to her and she actually understood.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what she says when you're gone, because she's just scared that you're going to take her.
All right, well, let me discuss that as well.
She is.
Perhaps you better have
I guarantee. How many hours have you known Takara for? How long have I known Takara? So you think you can know her in 2 minutes, and you got a high IQ, such a high IQ you can't even work out you're working for a treasonous government and a crooked criminal law system of free Masonic lodges. Yeah, I reckon you're one of them.
As in, like a police officer?
No, I reckon you're a child of. I reckon you're a child of the family somewhere in a connection. You don't know it. That's what I reckon.
Well, I say that.
I reckon you are. You know why? I can read personality now.
And yeah.
Yes, I can. How many Supreme Court cases do you reckon I've run trials against the Supreme Court judges?
I imagine that's 0.
You reckon it'd be 0? No, it's not actually. It's 6 last. Did you know they removed the grand jury right for Australians in Victoria? So none of Australia. So if a political party member or someone in government commits a crime, the people can't amass as a grand jury to create an indictment. Because that's what it is. A grand jury is to create an indictment so the police can then prosecute. So if they remove the public's right to assemble a grand jury to create an indictment, to have it investigated, so what happens to us? But you're the private military now that enforces it all. That's how it is. You have a look at Robert Holes of Victoria, that's what he did. In 2009, in 2003, he was criminally charged with the Attorney General of Victoria for chopping the crown out in Victoria at law. Because there's no crown, that's all bullshit you're wearing. There's no crown. The Queen of Australia is not a crown. It's a corporate action of statutory instrument. You get what that means? It means it's inside a corporation. Do you know what a constitution is? Well, your body has a constitution of like your makeup. So you look like that. So your constitution is all your DNA matter stacked together that makes the symbols that of you. Same as me. My constitutional DNA is what it is. So if the law is what it is in the Constitution, which tells you that the law is held to the land in imperial measurements still, and then the political parties come along and put all your parents' wills and testaments, everybody's land and everything all into the private corporation, and don't buy anything, and then say, righto, you do that, and then in 1973 send all their head honchos around going, ordering the lawyers what to do, because that's what happened. I'll just stop talking as soon as you go.
Yeah. Look at this. I'm getting rounded up like a sheepdog.
I reckon too.
They won't let me go in and let her change her shoes. She's not allowed.
Why?
She's basically in their custody at the moment. I said she's got these shoes on for riding, and they would not let me go inside and take her in to change her shoes. They won't let me take her in.
Wow.
Look at the surrounding people.
You should be disgusted.
Look at this.
Have you got children?
Oh,
Have you got children? Oh no, but have you got any family members that you're alive? Like as in like people you're absolutely being a traitor to? Your friends, your family, and all that. Kara's going to scream, cry. I'm going to take. If Kara goes here screaming and crying, I'm telling you, there's going to be. I don't know what could happen because there's a lot of. I'm going to tell the whole assembly.
Peter, she shouldn't be in this conversation.
Oh,
Kara should not be in this conversation.
okay. You're an evil man.
They've taken us. What's a section 41?
No, they haven't. Listen.
You're fucking evil. You're an evil, mate, I tell you. You're an evil. You are an evil. Get away from me. Get away from me. You're evil, mate. You are fucking evil. You come up here and intimidate that girl like that. Fucking evil. Her IQ's like 10 times yours.
They're not taking it.
Yeah, but you've come here and done this to her. I mean, I see, you know what, I see a tiny little glowing light inside you, but it's only tiny. Fucking get it out, mate.
Listen,
My choice,
get it
Peter,
out.
What?
is sign a safety plan and go and see them tomorrow, and she stays in my custody.
Yes.
Yeah,
For
just do
tonight,
that.
for tonight.
Yes.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
they're being lenient for tonight.
Right, okay.
And otherwise, she's gone.
But you need to listen to what they're telling
I'm
you.
going to
No,
sign
it's
this
evil.
bit of paper. I have to. What choice do I
We're
have?
going to post this.
Under coercion, mate.
You're going to be hated in Adelaide. I promise you, you're going to be hated. And I'm sorry, but you're here. You're going to be hated, mate. Hated. Hated. You are hated. Right? And you're going to be hated too. And I feel sorry for you. But you know what? You don't care because that's what the Masonic trick is that you don't care. Right? You don't care. So why you've done a lot of harm today. You've done a lot of harm today to me and other people. You're order follower. Order following won't relieve you from what you criminally did. Ever heard that before? You should read the Nuremberg Principles. Yeah, it's Nuremberg Principles, Section 6. And that's what you're going to be facing in The Hague shortly. I've got a document over there from a police officer that says that he's waiting to be extradited to The Hague. He's what is he? He's real high up sergeant in the police force over there. You can see him on YouTube. What he's saying I'm waiting till I get arrested and taken away to a foreign nation. Because his position is juxtaposed. Do you know what that means? He's at war within himself, like you are. You swore allegiance to protect us, but you're working for a criminal political party, which none of us have a contract with. We've got a contract under seal with the Crown and the Unicorn, not the Kangaroo and the Emu. That's Gough Whitlam's seal. That's your private political party seal corporation, which makes you a private military force. Hey, so how do you have the crown on your badge there when it's Queen of Australia? Do you say, I swear allegiance to Queen of Australia? Because if you say, I swear to Queen of Australia, these mental health people should put you...
Words coming out. Words.
Yeah, but wouldn't you swear... Okay, so you had to swear allegiance to the Queen of Australia to get your uniform. Weren't you paying attention? So can you just say that again?
This is what I got to sign.
Hold on.
Have a look at this. I mean, it's completely under duress. This is what I have to agree to, or they'll take it away.
Honours mental health.
But they
But they won't tell me where it's come from. There's no point of reference. We know where it's come from because I served the chief of police.
Kara will not be exposed to arguments and discussions regarding Chief's involvement.
Yeah, no, it's just over the top. Put a gag order on me.
So you're writing here that if Takara starts arguing with Donna about what you did,
and he faces me.
She might be able to smile now. We all know how children are.
She's going to be upset about this.
Yeah. She knows more about the whole history. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know, but I need more than one interpretation. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people
just
here.
sign that, all rights reserved.
Thank you.
For not having eye contact. Those mothers are wild.
Please, you must practice in the mirror, honestly. Just go. Just go. Sickening.
Nice to meet you. You're a very pleasant person.
She's a beautiful girl, isn't she? I know, she's the most... Yeah, you have. You have. Yeah, that's right. She was more innocent before you all come along. She was much more innocent. You have. Good work, sweetie. Go now, please. We're paying someone down the end to wait for you. Sure can. Come out, Cara. Come out the way, love. No, they're still just going. I've finally got someone coming in now, Linda. Which is great. They're all just leaving. Which is... You all right, love?
Yeah.
It was super.
Thanks. I just talked about like my pets and stuff.
Oh, you were great. Just can't believe it. Oh well, I can believe it. This is life, mate. This is what it's going to be like.